No ha viajado lo suficiente en esta vida todavía. El micro sigue siendo una transición, pero la hermosura viene de apreciarlo. Cuando el cuerpo ya no...
So, I grow greens. And today, I'm actually washing these greens that I just picked to make dinner for my dog. Hi, I'm Purple, and welcome back to my channel. Or if it's your first time visiting me, welcome. I am a 60-year-old woman who left the United States and retired in Mexico. I live in Ensenada. And today I'm going to talk about a few of the challenges. And they're not major challenges, they're just a few challenges of how I've had to improvise to get the things that I like or have the things done that I'm used to in our life. And one of those things happened to be growing collard greens and kale greens. So stick around, I'll tell you a couple of stories. So, in coming to Mexico, I lived all my life in the United States. And so good, bad, indifferent, or ugly, there are some beautiful parts of the United States that I have a difficulty leaving. And one of those things are the foods that I eat and I'm accustomed to. Today I happen to be fixing food for my 12-year-old border collie lab mutt mix because he is used to eating homemade food and it's very difficult to get him to eat other things. And I'm growing, as you saw me picking in my little garden, I'm picking kale and collard greens. And I do that because they're difficult to find, at least in this region of Mexico that I'm in. I'm in Ensenada. And if you do find them, they're a vegetable that's not fresh, because I don't think it's a big part of Mexican cuisine. And I like kale and collard greens as a vegetable and mustards as well, but they're not finished growing. And so I got to grow it. And that's for a lot of things, well, at least a few things in Mexico, I've had to find ways to improvise. Now, that I'm saying this, these are my experiences. I'm going to take these glasses off. These are my experiences. They may not be everyone's experiences, but these are mine. And that's all I can attest to. So, actually, I'm fixing chicken, I'm going to call it chicken rice vegetable stew for my dog today. Now, I know that it's commonplace now for people to cook for their dogs, but I've been cooking. This knife's not working. Let's see, is this better? This is a little better. I've been cooking for my dogs for 15 years. I say that because I started cooking for my dogs because I had this Kerry Blue that died last year. And I know you guys hear me talk about it. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. But he died last year. And when I got him in 2009, I flew across the world to get him. He was a Kerry Blue Terrier. And he had some kind of genetic stomach problem. And so with that problem, I had to start cooking for him because he was allergic to everything. And let me tell you, if you're not going to continue to cook for a dog, don't start, because it'll be difficult to stop. So that's why I do all this. And no, I'm told on a regular basis that my dog eats better than a lot of people. I try. I cook for myself as well, but it just so happened this is what I'm doing today. I don't know if I got the right knife. I got all these knives my daughter gave me, and I don't know what I'm supposed to cut with. Long as it's cut and long as it's sharp. Well, anyway, let me talk about some things that I've had to improvise. Now, look, I love Mexico. I love Mexican people. I'm here. This is home, but something's wrong here. They don't have no grape jam. I have to go all the way to San Diego to get grape jam. I don't like strawberry jam. I don't like peach jam. I only like grape jam. And I don't know if I like it because it's purple or because I like grapes, but I've always eaten grape jam. So that being said, that's something that I have to travel from Ensenada to San Diego to get. I'm distracted because I'm paying attention to my fingers, with these knives. These are Cutco knives that my daughter gave me while she was in college. And they not no joke. But anyway, there are other things that I got to cross the border for. And one of those things is to see my loctician. Hey, baby.
Hi, Miss Purple. How are you today?
Good to see you. Oh, so I got to come here to get my hair done because nobody does locks.
Gotcha. Welcome to Afro Therapy, the Lock Shop. That's my door. I'm located in San Diego, California. Afro Therapy. You can go to Google and also book the appointment.
They have no one here who can retwist locks. I've looked and found, I've looked and searched and have not been able to find anybody. But I found a beautiful woman in San Diego. I feel so much better.
Hi, Miss Purple.
My hair is done.
Hair's done. Lots of it.
Woo! All right. Smooches. And I go about once every 6 weeks to get my locks retwisted. I also go there to go to the pharmacy. Not that I can't and have not gone to the pharmacy here. I'm actually going to do a video about the pharmacy here. But my health insurance is pretty good, and my copay is really low. So I go to San Diego to go to Walgreens, to go to the pharmacy. And I also have a set of doctors that I see in San Diego. Now, if there's an emergency, I have no problem going here to see a doctor, but for ongoing care or if I needed physical therapy or something like that, I'm definitely going to go up to San Diego. Some of the other things that I like that I can't get here is Miracle Whip. I don't like mayonnaise. I like Miracle Whip. So I get that. I have to get barbecue sauce because it's particular barbecue sauces that I like. And they, here in Mexico, they don't have, well, they do, Italian sausage. But it doesn't taste like the Italian sausage I'm used to. Doesn't have fennel seed in it. It just tastes different. So from time to time, you're not supposed to do this, so don't tell anybody. I'll bring some Italian sausage across the border in a cooler. But you're not supposed to bring raw meat. But so I'm just letting you know. From time to time, I do it, or I have somebody else do it for me. But more important things is like mail. There's no mail system here, at least not a post system that we're used to. So, how I do my mail is I partner with this company that partners with the post office in the United States, and they have a large post office box. That post office box, you have things delivered to. Someone leaves from Ensenada a couple of times a week, goes to that post office box and picks up everybody's mail and packages and brings it back. That's the way you can do mail. There's other ways. I have also had a post office box personally, but being that I only go to San Diego once every 4 to 6 weeks, that means if you have some important mail, it's sitting there a long time. Now, my mail is still delayed, in all honesty, but I've done everything that I can do online to make everything convenient. But as I was saying, that um, moving to a new country will cause for things to change for you. For you to have to improvise, for you to have to accept things not as being like they used to. And sometimes that's difficult. I mean, I have to haul water, or because I'm renting and the house that I'm renting does not have a water filtration, water, what do you call it? Filtration system, um, reverse osmosis and all that kind of stuff. Uh, it's a lot of things that in the United States I did take for granted. But if you decide to leave, I would say the pros outweigh the cons. It's not perfect here. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've been here a couple of years. When I first got here, I was in a honeymoon period and everything was simply beautiful, right? The ocean, the weather, the people. It's still beautiful, but it's more normal for me now. Do know that if you come, you got to adjust. Now, if you just watching this to go along with me on my journey, that's all cool too. But don't think that moving here is impossible. Don't think that you can't make it happen. Now, if you have any questions, particular questions about moving to Mexico in particular, or moving abroad in general, feel free to ask. I don't know what you need to know. All I know is what I didn't know when I came. And I'm trying to give you all of those little bits of information. Also know that I'm a world traveler. I don't know if I've ever told you that. And I love to travel. I got a trip coming up. And I'm going to do some videos, right? I'm going to Ethiopia. I'm so excited. God willing, and what is it? God willing, and the creek don't rise. I'm going. I know there's a lot of issues going on in the United States and the border, but I'm not gonna stop living because other people are crazy. I'm gonna be cautious. Like, I'm cautious moving here, but I'm gonna live my life. Skip that. You live your life. Don't let all this stuff get you all bent out of shape, because you don't have control over it. What you do have control over, which is not that much, take advantage of that. That's just my 2 cents. Well, that's about it. I got everything in a pot. Just got to stew for about an hour, hour and a half. Then I'll give it to him. I'm a little late fixing his meal, so I'm going to hear about it. But I hope you liked this video. And if you did, could you do the thumbs up? And could you come back? Could you subscribe? I would appreciate it. I like you sharing my life with me. See you next time. Bye. Sit.